Hello everybody, I'm Maria Khomyak and I would like to discuss you about the problem cognitive modeling of the learning process of training IT specialists. The researchers are Valentyna, Yunchuk, Anatoliy, Fedonuyk, me and Svetlana Yatsyuk. So let's go. One way to describe weakly structured systems is to use cognitive modeling, in which the description of the relationship between system parameters is given in the form of cognitive maps. Cognitive map is a tool of cognitive modeling methodology for analysis and decision making in vaguely defined situations. It is based on modeling the subjective perceptions of experts about situations and includes methodology for structuring situation, a model of presenting the expert's knowledge in the form of a signed graph cognitive map. Cm is equal to f and v, where f is a set of basic factors, concepts of the situation, and v is a set of causal relationship between the factors of the situation. By constructing cognitive maps, one can begin research and modeling of complex, weakly structured systems to find alternative to decision making. From the standpoint of the cognitive approach, the modeling process can be represented as simplified scheme: identification of factors that characterize event values and goals, determining the degree of influence between pairs of factors, matrix of influences, construction of a cognitive map, analysis and interpretation of results. Consider in detail some of these steps, mechanisms of implementation, and problems that encountered in the process of cognitive analysis. There are two main problems in building a cognitive model. The difficulties are caused by factors identification, elements of the system, and a ranking of factors, selection of basic and secondary, which occurs at the stage of constructing directed graph. In relieving the degree of factors interaction, determination of the weight of the graph arcs, which occurs at the stage of construction of the functional graph. The selection of basic factors is carried out using past analysis, which identifies four main groups of factors that determine the behavior of the object under study. P means policy, E economy, S society, T technology. Similar approach is well known in the socio-economic sciences. Such analysis can be considered as variant of the system analysis, as the factors related to these aspects are closely interrelated and characterize the various hierarchical levels of society as a system. Here is a table with factors for Swot analysis that consist of positive influence, negative influence, internal and external environments. Also, here are some possible mathematical interpretations of cognitive maps. Soft mathematical models, the model of factors influence summation, the model of non-linear interaction of factors, fuzzy model of factors interaction. The main factors that influence for the formation of IT specialists are following: teachers' qualification, educational and methodological support, logistic-based preparation at school, teamwork, motivation to study, knowledge of a foreign language, accommodation, material support, guarantee of employment, self-education. Take the weight coefficient from 1 to 10. The effect is identified by arrows. Let's place the future IT specialist in the center and see what influences on him and his influence on various factors. So we have the graph of the impact on the future IT specialist of various factors. Also, we have a matrix of adjacency in and impact on future IT specialists with 12 columns and 12 rows, and also with zeros and ones included. Another matrix is the matrix of weight of coefficients of the adjacency graph of the impact on the future IT specialist. In the second graph, we will give 10 major qualities to our IT specialists. The elements of 10 qualities are marked with the rectangles, namely knowledge, desire to learn, mathematical knowledge, logical and analytical thinking, ability to perform non-standard tasks, teamwork skills, attention to details, knowledge of the foreign language, achieving the goal, diligence. A two-layer graph is also created by adding elements of the first one in order to see how they affect the achievement of the goal. The most influential elements of the first graph are added to the second layer: educational and methodical support, logistic base, preparation at school, ability to work in a team, motivation to study, accommodation, material support, guarantee of employment. In order not to mix up the elements of the second graph with the new 10 fetches, mark them by their cycles. By analyzing the second graph, we see how the choice has become even more difficult. The main qualities were knowledge, 9 influences, achieving the goal, 10 influences. So you can see this figure, the influence graph of the elements of the first graph on the future IT specialist as an object that can be characterized by such qualities as knowledge of English language, desire to learn, mathematical knowledge, logical and analytical thinking, ability to perform non-standard tasks, teamwork skills, attention to details, knowledge of a foreign language, achieving the goal, diligence. In the tables are shown the applicant qualities. There are 10 of them by letter P and external influences from the first graph by letter K. So we have a table agency matrix of the second graph of the impact on the future IT specialist as a person who is characterized by a set of characteristics. And also we have a matrix of weight coefficients of the cognitive of the influence graph of the future IT specialist as a person who is characterized by a set of characteristics. Cognitive modeling contributes to study of problems that arise in weakly structured objects, system, environments that are difficult to study with the help of mathematical modeling. Taking into account changes in the external environment and the object of management educational system. Systematization and verification of the expert ideas on the object of management, the process of training an IT specialist and its external environment. Planning the future taking into account the available prospects. Use in their interests of objectively formed trends in the development of the situation in relation to a complex system of IT specialist formation, forecasting to consequences of relevant management decision of the education system development, and also development of optimal strategies for managing the learning process, taking into account the influence of different types of trends and factors. Thanks